Soil family.
Friday, baby.
That old man kicked in, y'all. That old man kicked in on him, but he is up now. You feeling all right, babe?
I think so.
You had to get your old man nap in.
Something like that.
You got it in right quick. What is up, Soil family? It is Friday. I would say TGIF, but every day is Friday to me. Yeah, they busy over there. So it's raining. I'm happy to say it's raining.
It's been hot. It's 100 degrees.
Ooh.
Man.
And that's
we
miserable
that.
because you can't get nothing done. And then the garden look like crap because it's too hot. It's just too hot. So we go out early in the morning. Well, I go out. My husband go out early in the morning because he go to work. But I go out early in the morning and get what I can get done. Come back in the house all day. And then by the time it get cool, I mean, what is cool?
Yeah.
83 in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So
we going to sleep in the 80s and waking up in the 80s.
No, I think we go to sleep in the 90s and wake up in like the mid 80s. It's crazy. But let's speak to a few people. Of course, I'm trying to.
You look at me.
Jesse's Workshop heard you on the Pimp Cast.
What's up, Jesse?
What's up, Soil family? So yes, we were on the Pimp. We did a podcast this week. Well, we did it last week. It aired this week with Perma Pasture Farm Pimp Cast. That was fun. So y'all should go check out that episode. I will put it in the community tab later, and I'll drop it over on Facebook. Facebook having fun with your pictures.
What pictures you put on there?
Your watermelon pictures. So we appreciate you, Jesse. We appreciate you. Psalms, what's up, Soil?
What's up, Psalms?
Grace, what's up, Soil family?
Grace.
Maureen.
Grace and fire, that's Grace and gifted, man.
Yeah, no. I gotta go back. Hold on a second. LG, what's up? What's up, Soil family? Shawnee, I saw your email. Your message. I will send you a message back. Because I'm sure he was asleep. He was asleep. Miss Lisa.
What's the message about?
The bananas. She want to know how many variety you got available. Right now, she want them all. Yeah, but she was asking how many varieties. Miss Lisa White.
What's up, Lisa?
I am so glad to see you in here tonight. And we are always praying for you. Always. I know it's been a rough week. And I hope Skylar has been licking and kissing and jumping all over your toes and all that good stuff to keep you in good spirits. We love you and we are here for you always. Byron Holmes, what's up, Soil brother?
What's up,
Cassandra, South Fulton Garden.
What's up, Cassandra? Where you been?
Where you been? Cheryl Faulkner, she been in that garden.
What's up, Cheryl Faulkner?
Sherry, I messaged you. I know. I saw it. I just saw it. I was like, oh, because I do have a broken phone that I'm working with. And trying to, you know how it is when you get a new phone, trying to transfer everything over. I was like, oh, she sent me a message back. So I got you. Where did my thing go? Oh no, it's lost. Lazy days ahead.
What's up?
Hold up. Let's go back. G Mama Groves.
What's up, G Mama?
Then lazy days ahead. Man, let me tell you, I won a watermelon knife on Andale Homestead Live the other day. We needed that knife tonight. Actually, I needed it when I won it because I was cutting up watermelon then while she was live. I was like, man, but we needed that thing tonight. We could have used that today.
Would have been nice.
What's up, lazy days? Pescatarian.
What's up?
What's up, Soil sister?
And brother.
And Mr. Pescatarian. He said, I eat meat. Mr. Pescatarian does eat meat, but he's still Mr. Pescatarian. What's up, Soil brother and Soil sister?
Oh, I got pescatarian and pescatarian mixed up, so I did.
Lord Jesus.
I'm good now, though.
Let me tell you.
I'm good.
I was like, well, babe, pescatarian is the church. He was like, oh, now you got it. Just like Andell sent us a dance that we supposed to practice and have ready for September. I come home, who been practicing the whole wrong dance?
I want to know that one too.
Okay. He was getting it in too, y'all. Mary Grow with me. What's up, Soil Sister? Caroline Smith's Food Force and Homestead from North Florida. What's up, Soil Sister? Oh, yeah. Go to bed in the 90s. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, go to bed in the 90s.
I was reading Pescatarian.
I know. What you don't understand?
Oh, you understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Long as one of us understood. Y'all know me. I'm a bit slow right now. What's up, Soil family? Over on Facebook. So, yeah, let's welcome in Facebook. We appreciate you. And over on Facebook, I don't know how to say it, but you can hit the thumbs up, the heart, some type of reaction. And if you are not already following us, follow us. We love to have you here. We pretty laid back, down to earth people, you know. Brenda Allen, what's up, Soil Sister? All right, Mike's Chaotic Garden. Let's get through this thing. Thank you very much. And she has. Love you guys.
Said, Billy was awesome. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of knowledge. I mean, we started watching him a while back, and then he processed the pig. Man, we had to do it.
We had to do it. I was like, babe, we can get our pigs. Yeah. The ads finally finished. Did I miss anything? What's up, Psalms? You ain't missed nothing yet. I'm sure you'll have more watermelon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's some watermelon out there now. We waiting on it. We here for it. So, today, I'm sorry if I missed anyone. I'm trying to make sure these quail need a top because they trying to jump out. Today we're going to talk about how we got to where we are now. Where we come from. You know, hey, Georgia Peach Nut, we are city kids, you know, and we had this conversation with Billy. We were not raised as farmers, homesteaders, gardeners for the most part. I know your mom did some gardening, but she didn't take you by the hand and say, come on outside with me, boy.
No, Mom did a lot of growing. You know, it wasn't even always about food, but she loved growing plants. Our house always had tons and tons of plants that she grown, and she used to take care and baby them things, and never paid it no attention. Now we're from the inner city, the projects. You know, that's where we actually, when I was young, that's where we stayed, along with a lot of my other family too. My mom and them are from the country, and when they were, you know, teenagers or what, they moved into the city. The place they actually moved into became the projects while they were there. And we stayed there while we were young before we moved out. So
you really didn't even have space to garden in the hood.
Well, I mean, not outside.
Yeah, inside. She pretty much, and that was mostly plants, though, not so much of food.
Yeah. So we actually did move into a house in my mid-teens, I'd say. Early to mid-teens. Yeah. But Mom always grew. She grew in the house. She always had plants.
Yeah.
Like, always.
And me as a child, I don't remember. I'm the baby and the only girl. I have 5 brothers, 5 big brothers. And my dad was from Philadelphia. He was from Philly. So I never heard him talk about gardening or growing when he was growing up. And then he was born and raised in Philly. Then he moved to Chicago for some time because he went to a Catholic school in Chicago, but nothing about gardening. So when he moved to Virginia, he had to learn hunting, fishing, and all that stuff, you know. And I think we had a little garden outside our house, but nothing. I know our neighbors had a big garden, the Johnsons. They had a big garden, but we didn't. So, you know, all my life, I never thought about gardening. I was scared of everything: a fly, a gnat, a frog, definitely a snake will keep me away. Um,
I think I was blessed as a kid, even when I was younger, living in the projects. I had an uncle that loved to fish,
mm,
and he didn't mind dragging me along with him. And I mean, he took me and some of my cousins too, but he noticed after taking all of us that I actually loved it. So he would only take me, and we went every weekend. Something about that actually, I don't know. It made me an outdoorsman. You know, as I got older, you know, I continued to fish even when I became a young adult, and it's been something I could say actually kept me out of a lot of stuff, and I love it till today. I even picked up hunting, and hunting was something like nobody I knew hunt.
yeah.
Nobody. Like I mean, I came from the inner city, nobody hunt. And I learned how to hunt from watching TV. And then my cousin decided he was gonna join me and we both went hunting. We learned how to hunt together and now two city kids that nobody ever taught. Back then we had to take a safety class. We
To
took
get a
that
license.
class. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And we went hunting. And I always been that kind of guy. You know, I was the kind of person that always kind of went against the grain. I did the stuff that I wanted. I didn't care, and I still don't care what other people like. I like, and I'm do. You
What?
know, I don't seek approval from other people because if I find some use or some peace in doing something, I do it.
Yeah, that I mean, you know, it what you like shouldn't be about what somebody else like
Yeah, but
because
generally that's kind of how things work with a lot of people. They try to
because
do what other people
yeah, but
what's popular, I guess.
it's one thing to do what's popular, but to like, you know, our likes are we are different people. So I can't tell you you should like onions, you know. That's your taste buds. That's you know, and it's the same thing with things like fishing and hunting. Some people hate it. I don't mind fishing now. What I'm not gonna do is go out and sheephead fish like my husband do. But I'll go on a boat and fish. I love to fish on a boat. He loved to fish, you know.
Period.
Anyway, but so let's fast forward 40 plus years later
Well,
in life.
we can't
Well,
because
yeah, we
it
gotta
kind
go
of
back to where
yeah
you started
yeah.
um
I
growing.
I got into law enforcement. You know, so bodybuilding was one of the things that kept me focused. You know,
Mm,
I used to have a hot temper when I was young, and I realized once I started working out, I was able to let things go a little bit, and so I
that's rain.
yeah, what if we gonna do something to the internet? And so I happened into growing, and I started growing a little garden at my house as a young adult,
Mm,
and I found that same peace, that same joy from growing. And I started that. Then I found the bamboo farm, and they were growing. They had a study going on where they were growing bananas, so they could see if they can grow bananas in Georgia
Mm-hmm.
as a regular crop. And I found that
Fascinating.
it was done. I was
Yeah.
done then, So I like to say I was a gardener for about 30 years, but I was growing stuff. I didn't have the knowledge, but I was able to successfully grow stuff just by luck. I knew you needed fertilizer. I know you needed water. I know certain things grow at certain times of the year, and that was pretty much the extent of my knowledge of growing.
I had no knowledge of growing at all. I had an aloe plant. When I lived in Virginia, I moved here in 2011, and when I lived in Virginia, all these years I had no plants. I moved here and I got an aloe plant, and I ended up killing it, which I was just like, okay, well, whatever. So then, a few years after that, my friend gave me the shampoo ginger, which was dead when you met it.
it was asleep.
It was asleep. It was ugly, and he wanted the pot. So that was the extent of my growing. Nothing, you know. We moved in this house, and of course, my husband with his banana plants. Um, yeah, we can hear that thunder, pescatarian. um, we moved in this house. My husband had his banana plant, and and he had a little garden, and that was it. I didn't go in his garden. He told me to stop watering the plants in the house because I was doing too much. The one plant we had, I was drowning it, and that was it. I stayed in the house. I had no dealings with anything, and that was probably about 2.5 years ago. I still had no dealings with outside for the most part, and then I
What's up,
started
Janet?
um during the lockdown. It was nothing to do, and I started playing on Facebook, getting in these dragon fruit groups and talking to people, and they were sending us dragon fruit, and I was like, okay, this might be a little cool. Yeah. Thank you, Psalms. We appreciate you for the banana.
Yes, thank you.
um I didn't know anything about growing. So I learned my first thing learning was pretty much dragon fruit. And um
Yeah, dragon fruit was one of the fruit that they were growing at the bamboo farm also. So that's why I first was introduced to that. Never heard of it, never saw it before until then. So it was shortly after I found out about bananas that I actually found out about dragon fruit.
And we went dragon fruit crazy.
Yes.
We had like 30 something variety. And if you roll past our house, most people would be like, what are they growing? We had pots lined up around. We have a horseshoe driveway, and it might come about what? A little bit over half an acre deep. We had the driveway lined with all these big 18-gallon pots with these trellises on them that we built with these big dynamic. I mean, these things were huge.
Yeah, so a lot of y'all might think that we were traveling because of YouTube. We were traveling before YouTube.
Yes,
we
that's what we loved.
We used to go visit people who had dragon fruit farms or grew dragon fruit. We used to go and swap with them.
Get pollen. Remember, we kept losing all of our dragon fruit. So we drove like 3 hours just to get some pollen. And we ended up getting starts, but we had so many. Dragon fruit and bananas were our thing.
Yes.
And that was it. Other than his little garden, which I ain't fool with. And then we went to I think we went on our anniversary vacation. So we brought our friend home. Through the lockdown, we stayed home. We did nothing. Played with our little dragon fruit a little bit and banana and his little garden. That was it. We had Sandy with us. She passed away on her 108th birthday, and it was like, man, she was so healthy. To be 107, she was healthy. It was just time for her, and we understood that. So after that, it was like my husband said, I don't want you going back out here in these facilities. It's crazy. And, we can do this. We were doing a traditional way of living. My husband went to work. I'm the homemaker. Stayed home cooking, cleaning, and doing. It was great. Hey Reba, we went on vacation to South Florida.
Weather up there too.
She said it's storming. We went to South Florida and spent a couple of days down there for tropical fruit, just hanging out. We didn't, no, we didn't go there, did we? We didn't go to South Florida then. Yes, we did. Because remember, we said we ain't take no videos. We went to the Fruit and Spice Park. We went to Robert is here, but it was mainly just let's just go hang out, get away for a couple days.
First?
I don't even know what we purchased first, but we started with only tropical fruit mainly. Yeah. That's how we came up with
our name.
Yeah, we used our last name, Blacks. Tropical was the fact that we grew tropical fruit in the subtropical area. And we came home. I don't know what plants we had, but
we had to be passion fruit.
Passion fruit had to have been one. Yeah. Because when we went, I don't even think that was our anniversary trip. Because when we went back to Florida, we went to Daytona for something. And that's when we went to the new beach. That weekend, we ended up going to West Palm or something. But after that, he said, I want meat birds. And I said, I don't think I can do the meat bird thing, but to each his own. We'll get these meat birds. I can raise them. I cannot butcher them. And we got the meat birds, and that was fun. And then when it came time to process them, I was like, oh, I kind of like this. I can do this. I wasn't really sold until he cooked the first chicken. He rotisserie that chicken, and I felt like I could have ate the entire chicken all by myself. Let's say y'all. Woo. I could have ate that entire chicken all by myself. But that right there, I was done. I was like, I can do these meat birds twice, 2-3 times a year, and life will be great. And that's what started us. But we still hadn't started social media. We processed our meat birds, and we didn't have a channel. We filmed it because we wanted to show our family, but not for social media. So that's what started us.
I mainly want to trip her family out to let them see her
scary Sherry
kind of stuff.
Yeah. So that's what started us. The first thing we did was we got meat. We got chickens. After Sandy passed away, my husband let me get chickens. We built the chicken coop. We put the chicken coop where we wanted it. So it's like, let me tell you, it's like God helped us through. It ain't like we know he helped us through it all because we wasn't thinking that we were building our homestead. We were just getting chickens for me to have something to do. He can have the eggs, and it's going to be great. And everything worked out perfect.
Yeah, so I'd like to tell y'all that, we sat down and made a decision to build a homestead, but that's not how it happened. Nope. We literally started doing one thing that led to another, that led us to social media, that then helped us realize what we were doing was homesteading.
Yeah.
And then we picked up a lot of stuff from y'all.
Yeah, like seeds.
And
we thought y'all were crazy.
Yeah. We're like, we go get started. It's like Walmart got, plants already started. Why would we want to start seeds? But I mean, we learned a lot from our community, and and we passed along a lot to our community.
Hey, my Bobby.
And to that, we are very appreciative. Hey, and Dale. to that, we are very appreciative to y'all. I mean, it's been a great journey.
A great journey. It's been almost 2 years. September will be 2 years. So it looked like we will be doing our 2-year celebration, giving away honey, seeds. We'll do our giveaway. It looked like we'll be doing it around our 2-year anniversary. I said when we hit 10,000 subscribers, we would give away some honey, give away some things, celebrate with y'all because we owe it all to our soil family. And it looked like that time will come right around our 2-year mark from
we'll see
when we went live.
We'll see.
It's but
it's been great, guys. If I had to give anybody any advice, because people have been asking, I would think about all this, and depending on your experience with doing all this, I would start at one thing at a time.
One thing. You definitely, let me tell you, you definitely want to, like, we jump head first in everything.
Yeah.
We do. And if it wasn't for my husband, I would have had pigs a long time ago. He was like, "No, we ain't get no pigs. You tripping." Then when he said pigs, I was like, "Let's go." I mean, I've just been waiting on the word. We cannot raise pigs in a 1 acre suburban homestead, point blank, period.
Yeah.
It's not that we can't raise them. It's not suitable for our neighborhood, but we did it.
But if you are 1 acre and you live in rural America,
leave them chickens alone.
You can actually raise pigs on 1 acre. I mean,
yes.
It's doable, but it's not neighborly like to do in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's not. Hey, Bert. Brett.
What's up, Bert? Brett, TV.
The things we do, this is, I said, it can't be nothing but God. Like, we have 1 acre property. Our house sit further back off the road, so most of our property is in the front of the house. When we got chickens, our first thing was, let's put the chickens over here just because. It wasn't like, let's put them over here because later we can put our greenhouse here, we can do this. None of that. It was just, let's put the chickens here because it made sense. So we put the chickens where they are now. We ended up with rabbits. We put the rabbits over there. So it's like one side, one little corner of our property is where we have all of our animals. So what made us do that? We didn't think we would ever have a greenhouse or bees. Thor, come on, leave them birds alone.
Leave them alone.
Get out.
But you make them jump. We got to search. But guys,
we didn't think
we actually
thank you.
We do a lot of research on everything we do, and we try to find out all we can before we actually start doing something. Yeah, we do fail at some things, but we just work harder to make sure it don't happen again.
Yep.
So
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, and then when we do all this research and we figure out what it is that's going on, we pass that on to you all.
Yeah.
So, and some of the stuff we actually get from others. So we love.
What I didn't realize until we did this podcast with Billy the other day is how, I mean, we only have 1 acre. 1 acre is a lot of property, but it's not a whole lot of property. It's just enough for us. But what we didn't realize is how close we keep our food to the house. Which some people don't keep their food close to the house. You know, if we want to make tea or something, it's right outside our back door, right outside our front door. If we need a pepper or onion, it's right there, like steps away from our back door. All of our food is right here and convenient. And we didn't realize how important that was. I didn't realize until Billy was saying the other night. Some people put their garden so far away from the house. Like, we like to harvest beans and bring them right in the house and cook them. I'm not walking 2 miles or 2 acres or even on the side by side to get to our vegetables or our fruit. So, you know, just the way we got everything planned out, like, our fruit trees are all in one area right in the front yard. So everything is so convenient to go out and be able to get these things. But we thought about, you know, with tropicals, it's always they need sun, they need heat. So we had to think about where we were putting them. But
that's gonna always be important if you're just starting. there's a number of things that you had to take into consideration when you're growing, especially growing certain things. Is where you're gonna plant them, where they're gonna get the best sun.
Yes.
Where what's you're gonna have to think about your soil. Is it good? What you're gonna need to do to get that soil right. And guys, if you're just starting, do not underestimate the amount of work it takes. Now, it's enjoyable to be out in the garden, but do not put yourself in too big of a hole to where you can't get it done and then you get frustrated with it. It's two of us.
It's a lot.
And my wife actually is a homemaker, so she's here, so she could do a lot of stuff. We got animals, they need constant attention. The weeding, she ain't doing that. That's a lot of work,
I got a bad back. I weed very little, very, very little. But
it is a lot.
It can be a lot. And so you need a team, and I couldn't imagine trying to do this without my husband.
Or vice versa.
It's a lot of work, but
at the level, at the amount that we're doing, it's too much for one person.
And you gotta have a plan. Like when I get up in the morning, I got a plan. I take my ride. Me and Thor take our ride. We come back, feed the dogs, go outside to the animals, check all the plants, because I have to constantly walk. Even when my husband come home, that's what we love to do. Walk the property, look at what's changed overnight. I mean, you'd be surprised at how much these plants can change overnight. What need fertilizer? What need water? What need, to be pruned? So it's a lot of work.
What the bugs eating up.
Yeah, what the bugs eating. So what was y'all first crop that you had success growing? Bananas. I don't know, because everything we grow, we do pretty good. Yeah. Passion fruit was great.
I mean, if you're talking about vegetables,
beans, great.
Okra.
Okra. We got bags of okra.
I don't know. I mean, because I always grew up fruit things, and see, just over time, I just made our growing space bigger.
Yeah.
I put up, raised beds, and
it's hard to say what our most successful plant is, because we grow pretty good with everything, such as passion fruit, guava, pineapple, watermelon. Everything we grow is good. Beans, tomatoes have been great. I couldn't even pick the bag up the other day of tomatoes. There's so many. So I can say least successful thing is corn.
Yeah.
Corn. We suck at growing corn, but we don't give up.
We did grow corn, for whatever reason. The stalks only got that long.
But it's so good, y'all. Let me tell you.
You just eat them off the.
You can eat them straight.
They were sweet.
Out the husk in the garden. You don't have to cook them. You don't need nothing. Straight like that, but they this big.
They bigger than that.
They this big.
No, they not. They about that big.
He bit the thing, half the corn was gone.
No,
I took like 2 nibbles. I gave the rest to the chickens. It was done. We suck at growing corn. Out of all things,
but we get better because last year, I mean, I ain't had no hands in that. She failed that.
What?
But that corn that you grew in that pot.
Yeah.
But this year, we actually got stalks. We actually got corn. But for whatever reason, the corn didn't grow big enough. So I'm going to have to do some more research, and I'm going to have to try that again.
Yeah, we'll get it. We never give. That's the thing, you got to look at the bright side of chili peppers. You got to look at the bright side of everything. You can get frustrated out there, and you'll be like, you know what? I just ain't doing. Don't think of it that way. Just do something different. We lost all of our mangoes this year, which was
that was Mother Nature just kicking us in the butt. Yeah, because the weather was unusually cold for an unusual long time last winter, and it was for most people around the country, but we was not prepared for that at all.
all the flavor was concentrate. I don't know, but that was the best corn ever, and it was raw. He was like, I gave it to the. I know the chickens was like, she gave us the cob. I made sure on nothing on there when they got it. But what do y'all use?
And maybe do better. I
Yeah,
have to look at that.
yeah, I heard that worked better.
I don't even never heard of it. So
What do y'all use as organic potassium fertilizer to help blooming?
well, they got man, we got banana peels. We got tons of those. We got potash. We got the burn barrel back there.
Mm-hmm.
I take that and I
Sprinkle it around the plants.
So,
yeah, he is in charge of the fertilizer. So I don't know.
If you're talking about organic,
other than putting rabbit and chicken poop down, I don't know anything when it comes to fertilizer. But you definitely want to take your time in things. Do your research. It seemed like we learn the most or the best once we already jump in, because then it ain't no looking back. Like we got pigs. We had to learn as we know much about pigs. The basics. Got pigs, and then we had to hunker down and learn what we need to learn about pigs. Thank you, Sean Harris and Vanessa Buckner, for the stars. We appreciate
you
over on the Facebook side. But you definitely need to take your time and learn things. Like now, I mean, we were doing things like making soap and all this other stuff, which is a important duty on the homestead too.
But that was something you were doing long before.
That was long before, learning how to make soap and do different things, because I wanted to be able to gift it to my friends. Not knowing that, eventually we would need this skill, but it's a good skill to have.
Yes.
But you want to learn these things in moderation, because it's a lot. You never stop learning. You'll never stop.
Hey guys, anybody who got a stressful life, got a stressful job, having that garden, having that little escape, and it is an escape, because I'm telling you, it's the one thing that you are waiting to get home just to see what your plants are doing.
And especially when
are they
blooming,
blooming? Are they growing? Are they putting on fruit? Are they putting on
Because I'd be on the phone like, Lord, there was watermelon out there.
Oh, we got a flower opening up tonight, and it's stunning. So I mean, every time our dragon fruit start to bloom, we get a rainstorm.
It's one open too.
Yeah, because I
looked at put an umbrella out there. I ain't even think about it, but we'll see. I remember, and these are things you got to think about. You got to stay up on the weather, even though you don't know what the weather gonna do here. But you got to stay up on it, because some of these plants can't stand this extreme heat. Some of them don't like all this rain. It's always something. If you got flowers opening and you want to pollinate, before we started YouTube, remember I went out there and put all those umbrellas on the.
What's up, Mia?
On the fence, and how we used to have umbrellas all over our dragon fruit everywhere. One day it was pouring down rain, and the neighbor was like, "I was wondering if you were okay, because you still standing out there next to the fence."
That tell y'all how committed or fool we are. We took, because we had a whole bunch of dragon fruits, we went and bought about 10 umbrellas.
And would set them up.
Yeah.
And for the sun.
Yeah.
And to keep the sun off, when we would set the umbrellas for the dragon fruit and the passion fruit. Because I had them suckers line up on the fence. I was like, oh, girl, I was trying not to wash the pollen off the passion fruit.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what our neighbors thought about us, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't have any soap making videos. You know what I'm gonna say. I don't have any soap making videos. I'm gonna stop being lazy one day and I'll film it, but it ain't something it's just
like she make homemade cleaners, she makes scrubs. I mean, so many things.
Yeah. And it's fun, to me, all of this is fun. To some people, it's a lot of work. If you look at it as work, you'll just be like, no, I ain't doing it. I enjoy people enjoying, our products. So it's fun when I make different products. But I need to thank about filming sometime too. What's up, Lady Dagger Status? We appreciate you. We appreciate you. It's better to add calcium and magnesium, Epsom salt before you add any NPK or apply it bi-weekly, etc. That's a question for you, babe.
Is it better? I can't tell you whether it's better or not. It's always a good idea to put some macros in there, but I can't tell you whether it's better or not. Yeah, because the thing is, we grow so many different things that grow so many different ways, and one problem I have is trying to treat them similar, and you will get bad. You get a bad situation.
He try to treat everything like a banana plant, and then when you go out there and they all like, I say, babe, did you fertilize this? Yeah. Like it's over here choking. Yeah, you gotta back up some. Sherman, we need some watermelon from you because I heard he got the best watermelon on YouTube.
Who that, Sherman?
Sherman, yeah. He said I ate my corn at my produce stand, and it about blew 2 other YouTube channels mine that were there.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes excellent. It tastes great,
real good.
And I saw somebody else do it. I didn't know that you really could do that either, but I saw somebody else do it, so I did it too. And I was like, I said,
it was crunchy.
I said, baby, try this.
It was delicious, man. My first ALA, a fig tree, fell over earlier. I went out, pouring rain, thunder, lightning, upright. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Raw corn is sweet. It was so good. But homesteading is fun. It's a enjoyable lifestyle, long as you don't do too much at one time. We are good with doing too much at one time, but it's not a good thing because you can get overwhelmed. And we always say, reach out to the community. It's so fulfilling, not because we go and help Justin Rose with this elevated series, but it's fun.
And it's
fun.
It's a lot of experience and knowledge that you get to pick up. A lot of these people grow in different ways, and they have a lot of property. And man, I'm always amazed just to see how they actually can get this stuff done.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a lot. And they fall behind, so when we go, we try to tackle the things that they fall behind on. Like last weekend, I harvested so many tomatoes. It was crazy, but they were big and beautiful. They were perfect. But to be able to help them harvest them massive amounts of food and weed and do different things, it's a blessing. It make our heart feel great. So when you have projects, don't be afraid. And it can be a small project. You can have a 1/4 acre of property, and it doesn't hurt to reach out to people and say, hey, if you have any time to spare, I could use some help if you can, or because you never know. You never know who will come and help you. So never be afraid.
Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you. The thing is, guys, don't even look at, if I help people, they may help me thing, but it's not a bad, thought. Like if you can actually be a service to somebody and and when you need it, they'll be like, this person will do it for me.
Yep.
Maybe. But don't even worry about that if they don't, because believe me, if you actually can help somebody, they'll be so appreciative. It'll make you feel good just because you was able to do it. And I wish we could help everybody, but we can't.
Yeah, we help what we can, though. We have fun at Pescatarians over there helping her and her husband, even though they was trying to run us off. And we were like, nope, we will get a certain amount of this work done, and then we'll go home. But we here to work. And they were like, oh, it's hot. No. This is what we do. And, and it's more people in the world, but people don't know if you need help unless you ask. And sometimes you need help. Pescatarian and her husband do a great job on their homestead. But they needed a little help, and we had time, and we went and helped. So it's amazing, but you just have to ask for it.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing about it, with me, I think of the big picture when I help somebody. And, the positive impact that I can have in these people's lives. And pescatarian, kids are around her, so they get to enjoy her doing this stuff also. And then who knows? I know what somebody introducing me into some things when I was young, what it did for me in my life.
Yeah.
So what would it do for some kids that actually are introduced to it? They don't never know if they enjoy, love gardening or growing unless they're introduced to it first.
That's right.
If they never saw it, they never heard about it. How you know if they're gonna like it or not?
Yeah.
And it'll change some people's lives.
We do grow a pawpaw, but they not happy here. We got 2 trees, but one definitely ain't happy. The other one seems like it's doing good.
Yeah. They slow growing, but
it's hot here.
Yeah.
It's hot.
I was looking for some pawpaws when I went up to North Carolina.
Yes, he was. He was like, y'all got pawpaws up here? But Janet said it's hard to ask for help. So you can't, when it's hard to ask, it is hard to ask for things sometimes, but when you need help, you need help.
That's why you build your own personal community, close by neighbors, be neighborly.
You almost ain't got to ask.
And then,
they going to volunteer. Like, Pescatarian didn't come to us for help. We made her let us help her. It took some time for her to get it in her mind that, okay, we were like, we don't mind. Yes, we are busy, but we have time. So I can use some help. Bring your own hoe. Country hustle. You got to teach us how to grow some corn. I can't say that's the only way we're going to come because I know you're going to be like, I got that. I can give y'all some corn because you way out there.
But the thing is, man, like stuff grow up there in the mountains way different than they grow here.
Way different.
Man, I don't know what they got going on. I don't know if it's the altitude. I don't know if it's the soil or what. But stuff grows in the mountains like crazy. And, we have to work with our stuff to get it, to do what it needs to do. It seems like they just plant and go. But that could be just seeing the outcome. It could have been a whole lot of work, amending and getting that soil right for it to actually grow that way. Or it could just grow that way. I don't know.
Yeah. So we got another question. We do.
Do y'all collect and store seeds?
This is how bad we are about it. Hey, Brenda, it's good to help others, pass it on, always come back. God will always bless you. I'm telling you. We do collect seeds, and these seeds, and you look at this bag, it doesn't have a name on it. We do collect seeds. We let them dry out and put them in these bags most of the time. And then you see how good I am at labeling. But I know that these are long bean seeds. These are jicama seeds, which
y'all ain't getting them.
You see how many jicama seeds I got? We're gonna cherish these until next year. But we do collect our seeds and save them for the next year. So we got this is enough long bean to feed us probably for the rest of our lives in the entire savannah, because we can drop like 4 of these seeds and we'll grow enough for a year or longer. But we got tons of seeds, and I got a lot more out there that I need to harvest because we're gonna give some away. But we do collect our seeds and
Carolina Smith, I thought I did that. Did I do it enough? I might have not have.
You probably didn't because you were excited. You were cooking on a grill when I came home with all those seeds.
Well, I know I didn't
right out there
for the candy corn.
But
I did. I mended the soil, but I didn't have no what's that nitrogen we were using, that bag of stuff.
Yeah,
but I didn't have no more of that.
But
I did do it for the other corn.
G Mama Grows. I just dropped more jicama seeds. Somebody lost my jicama video, so we currently looking for that. But these are jicama seeds. We got a table full of hikma too, by the way. But
Yeah, we just harvest. We just harvest
some hikma, yeah, and it's delicious. So, what do y'all want to try to start growing next?
I really don't have.
That's not an easy question.
Yeah, I wanna be able to be successful with my. Oh, I just went blank on that. What's the Orlando Grotto?
Mango.
Mango. I want to be more successful with growing mango. I'm concentrating on that. I'm focusing on that. As far as vegetables, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna concentrate on the stuff that we love, and we're just gonna grow a lot of that
broccoli,
instead of so many different kind of vegetables.
Yeah.
So I say broccoli and what's the other one?
Cabbage.
No, it tastes like cabbage. What's the other one called?
Oh, you talk about the kohlrabi.
Kohlrabi. Now kohlrabi, we grew that last year, and I love that.
Yeah, and now we got more space because you got an extra space for growing, and I think we should use the watermelon patch to grow some things too. So, you know, everything is better when you grow it yourself or support a local farmer because but
yeah, we eat a lot of broccoli, especially the one that that stuff tastes so good.
They never make it to the freezer.
But we're gonna grow enough to where we can.
And then you can eat the stem too, and the stem is nice and tender and sweet.
Yeah, it's like you add sugar to them when you grow it yourself.
Yeah, so I can't think of anything. Y'all know we had about close to 200 different variety of fruit. That was different variety of mango, jackfruit, soursop, sugar apple, cherimoyas. We had everything.
Caroline Smith, what happened to your mango? You said North Florida?
North Florida. Probably
is the cold.
Yeah. So it's hard to say, what's next. We just sometimes we'll try something different. Like we tried kohlrabi because we see a lot of y'all growing kohlrabi, and now we like kohlrabi. GT Junior sent us hikma seeds. We fell in love with hikma.
And that's just trying.
That's just trying it. And then we felt like, oh yeah. Same thing with Edo. Psalm sent us Edo. Now we growing Edo. So a lot of these things we are just being introduced to them. We don't know anything about them until we try, and we end up liking most of it, like kohlrabi.
And I mean that's pretty much how it's going to be because a lot of stuff, if you don't grow it, you're probably not going to really get to eat it.
Yeah. Hey, Rita.
We would have never sit there and bought that stuff out of the store.
No.
Because we never heard of it.
And you that's the thing. You never see Cold Snap got them before to protect them. Yeah. That's the thing with seeds. Growing from seed, the different variety of things. We not tomato people, but we grow different variety because I can mix these and get, a good tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce from them.
Caroline, don't feel bad because we lost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of trees.
If you don't grow things yourself or support a local farmer because they will have the tendency to grow different things too. You'll never know about all these varieties. You'll just say, I don't really care for that. Start growing. Get on this thing called YouTube, Facebook, and get in these gardening groups and look at what other people doing. Never turn your nose up to it because it's a whole world out here, and it's amazing to see. Watermelon. We were like, a watermelon with a tropical taste and it's orange? Ain't no way.
Never heard of an orange. I actually never heard of a yellow.
I heard of a yellow,
I didn't,
but not an orange.
And growing up, the truck used to come by. And we used to buy watermelon. I ain't never seen an orange or a yellow watermelon.
Yep.
So when we started growing them and saw these varieties, and that's one thing a lot of people don't know that's just starting. there are tons of different varieties of everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
everything. Even broccoli,
Yes.
cabbage. I brought the wrong variety one year and grew it. I was like, what is this? Everything. We have yellow, orange, and red. Yeah, we do too. And they all taste different. They all taste good. It's good to have that variety. You know, it's amazing, but you'll never know it if you just sit and depend on the store. They sell the same.
And the thing is, guys, you know, you want to be in communities, you know, such as ours. I mean, there are tons of people that have got a lot of experience. You don't have to get that stuff from us because we don't know and we haven't done everything. But there's somebody always in our chat that has done it and can tell you about it. Now, understand everything that you are told by somebody else, unless they live right where you at, know that it's going to be some difference. So you're going to have to play with it and actually learn.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't got the same soil as them. You ain't got the same weather or none of that stuff. You know, even, you know, a little further up in Georgia, you know, they got red clay, you know, so they grow different than we grow.
And let me tell you, plants are finicky because you can grow a plant right here in this one spot and decide, I'm going to move it over here just because I need this space. And it can do terrible just 10 feet away from where it was. So plants can be finicky. So it's hard to even say that, well, my neighbor grew this and had absolutely no issues. So different strokes for different folks, but we always say never give up.
Mm-hmm.
Never give up.
Yeah, don't look at something not going good as a failure. Look at it as a learning
curve.
And figure out what it was that went wrong and try it again.
Yeah. So, you know, if you don't have chickens or rabbits or quail or bees, it's all an amazing journey to being self-sufficient and providing for your family and your friends. It's amazing. You know, I was terrified of bees. Now I love them to pieces. They don't bother me, and we all get along great. I had issues with processing my own food. Now I don't have a problem with it. You know, we have conquered so many battles together. And we always say, together we are stronger. We have conquered so much together that make our homestead run pretty smooth. You know, we have little road bumps or little hiccups, but we great. We good to go, and we still learn. You'll never stop learning. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Well, we know you now. I'm not gonna butcher your name. Anna, Anchor Homestead.
Anchor Homestead. Anchor.
Yes,
Homestead. Right. We appreciate you, Soil Family. Yes. So
we appreciate you coming through.
It's storming and I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's about we're gonna eat. You going out there as well?
Yes, we are. Together, we are stronger together. So and they wouldn't have got chickens. She was like, I ain't getting no chickens. Now look at her, the crazy chicken mama over there.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, you know. I mean, when you help somebody get started, I mean, just imagine the kind of stuff that's going on in their family and their household that you actually was a part of. You know? And don't look at nothing but, you know, their gratitude as something you're gonna get back. You know, just feel good that you actually did it. And if you get something back from it, then all the better. But, you know, feel good that you actually help somebody live a better, happier life, because they're gonna go outside and deal with those chickens so many times. And you had a little bit of part of that they actually got that joy for being out there in the yard with the chickens, and you had a little piece in doing that.
I always say you're gonna get it back because God continue to bless us, and you know those blessings come from your work, so you gonna get it back. You do good, you get good. It's gonna get better. Things look raw sometime, or sometimes we run across those rocky roads, but it's gonna get better. And you can always think. I always say think. It could always be worse. It could always be worse. We here. We got a roof over our head. We got food, not only in our house or in our refrigerator and on the cupboard. We got food outside in the yard. So we are all blessed. And long as we stick together and have each other back, we're gonna always be good.
And not just having the food, having the knowledge on how to get it is important.
Yep.
So I mean, like I said, to people who are new to, our channel, our community is amazing. There's a lot of knowledge in here. Feel free to talk to anybody in our chat. And if you need some information, get with them. I mean, we have no issue with y'all talking to each other and becoming friends and family with each other also. So we actually encourage it.
Yes. So I'm going to close out by saying, if you have not checked out, as if he needs me to put a shameless plug out there for him, Justin Rhodes' video from today, it was amazing. So y'all should go check out Justin Rhodes' video. He going to also talk about Elevated, the TV show that we have been filming for the last few months. That will be out in the fall of this year. So sometime in October, I think, Elevated will drop on Abundance Plus. Our video will come out tomorrow, which is, I call it a sneak peek, behind the scenes type of thing. You can see a little bit of what we were doing when we were out with Justin and the crew last week. So definitely check out his video, y'all. That is what we preach all the time, community. And it's beautiful to see community come together. A bunch of strangers, just like, yeah, I come and help. I don't know. Bobby take off work and ride. He be asleep, y'all. He be asleep. Or we be riding through, we be coming through the mountains on 2 wheels. Get it done. I don't be on 2 wheels. But definitely check out that video, and take notes, because that's how you get things done.
Yeah.
You pull together and you get it done.
And like I said, every time we go, we learn some new stuff.
Ooh, man.
But man, I got some bonus learning last time.
A whole lot. He was in class, y'all. I was like, let me do a little work, because Bobby over there in class. Yeah. Justin was like, Bobby? Bobby got homework to do. So
yeah, I definitely appreciate him, for all that help that he gave.
Good people. Hanging out with good people and learning a lot. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. So yeah. I actually saw that video and spotted you too. Yeah, now it's just like, oh, look at Bobby and Sherry. But that was amazing. So our video will come out tomorrow and show a little bit more of what we were doing, and somebody was playing, but while we was working. So it's all good though.
Wow, who was working?
Well, I was working. I was still filming. You were playing. So y'all have an amazing weekend. Hopefully it will cool off some. I know my mama said, I'm in the house. It's too hot. It's crazy. I saw your comment, Angela's Garden Delight. We appreciate you. So we appreciate all the love, all the thumbs up, all the tropical troops, the views, the comments, the stars, Facebook. Y'all have been amazing. We're going to keep rocking and rolling over there too. Yeah. Your husband should have cooked on the grill for us tonight. No, I'm just playing. He'd be like, I can cook on the grill right now.
It's storming out there.
Yeah. Y'all have an amazing weekend and plant something. Grow something. Even if you've never tried it a day in your life, grab a pack of seeds and drop a seed. It'll change your life.
And sit there and try to imagine what things was back when people were neighborly and friendly, and try to become more of that.
Yes.
I mean, not everybody is, deserves all that, but there are plenty of people that do, and try to be the person to actually start that off, because you may affect their life in such a positive way that they feel like they need to give back to.
Yes, treat people the way you want to be treated. That's what I say. None of us want to be treated bad. So, with that being said, don't forget to, don't let nobody steal your joy.